It is main event time here on Championship Wrestling. The United Tag Team titles will be on the line. And here you see the challengers, Hot Commodities, Anthony Idol, Honest John, and there, of course, Howdy Price.
Yeah, say what you want about Howdy Price. I don't like him, but he has a knack for getting his people big-time opportunities, and this is certainly that for the Hot Commodities. A shot at the Bodega and their United Tag Team titles. Big-time stuff.
Certainly effective in helping champions keep titles, talking about Levi Shapiro. Let's see if he can help his tandem win world title gold. And here we see the Bodega, the United World Tag Team Champions, and returning is Danny Limelight. You want to talk about sparks. There's always a spark when the radioactive Poppy is in the house.
Yeah, Danny Limelight has been making some serious moves in professional wrestling, and tonight he's coming out and defending the United Wrestling Network Tag Team Championship with this man, Papo Esco.
Slice Boogie has been very instrumental in stepping in family business and recent title defenses as well, including a Coastline Clash when the Bodega had to outlast 3 other top teams, including the Hot Commodities. Big tag team title match upcoming in our main event. Should be a good one. And here to set the stage, as only he can, our own Adnan Qureshi. Batten down the hatches.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the United World Tag Team Championship. Introducing first, the challengers, being accompanied to the ring by Howdy Price. At a combined weight of 457 pounds, the team of Honest John and the Neon Phenomenon, Anthony Idol, the Hot Commodities.
Yeah, give it a rest.
Howdy, very impressed.
Are we supposed to be clapping too?
No.
And introducing their opponents.
Sit down, James.
Being accompanied to the ring by Slice Boogie. At a combined weight of 477 pounds, they are the United World Tag Team Champions, the King Fat Boy, Papo Esco, and the radioactive Poppy, Danny Limelight, the Bodega!
We have a really interesting dynamic between these two teams. Both guys have a big guy. Both teams have a small guy. And both guys have their X factor on the outside. But I would say one of the biggest advantages we see out of the Bodega is the much higher level of competition that they've been facing lately. Danny's been doing great things over at AEW. Slice Boogie over at NWA. So these guys have been facing top-level competition from around the globe.
Yeah, well put. And breaking down the makeup of these teams, you're spot on with that. Evenly matched, certainly on paper. But it's, you know, the question that the Hot Commodities would have had to come in is, what roster are you going to face here of the Bodega? We've seen it. We've seen the bullies, Slice Boogie and Papo, doing the work as of late. And now all of a sudden, I don't know if they game planned for a returning Danny Limelight. You always have to be leery of that. But what a matchup we have potentially here between Honest John and Danny Limelight. The pace could quicken in a hurry.
Yeah, absolutely. Starting with the 2 speedsters of the team. We'll see who gets the advantage in the early going. Right now it looks like Honest John, but I think Danny is going to have something up his sleeve real quick. To wit, Limelight giving as good as he gets.
Limelight in the absolute best shape of his career. You talked about the big fight feel, the high-profile matchups, some of the people he has taken on, including the likes of Ray Phoenix. And look at that. But look at the muscle that Danny Limelight's put on, Blake. He's added some size and strength to that blinding agility.
Absolutely. Size and strength. And a big thing that we see happening a lot of times with fighters is when they start adding size, they cannot perform the same as they did before. But that's not the case for Danny Limelight. He is performing better than ever. Bigger, faster, stronger, and better. This is the best Danny Limelight I think that we've ever seen.
Danny Limelight properly calling out the left-handed shake attempt of Honest John.
Oh, well.
Not a backhanded compliment.
Danny Limelight, yeah, using the derecha there, Mano, for something else. Little slap with the 5-finger stay to the face. And
he's got all the swagger he needs, does Danny Limelight.
yeah, Honest John might try and steal some of it. Handful of hair there. Again, you're going to pay the street tax whenever you're in there with the Bodega. Oh, rake to the eyes goes Honest John, not living up to his moniker.
He's a cut rate parasite, Honest John. Tried to sell me back my own phone. Thanks to Blake, though, I got it back. Not a fan of the underhanded tactics of Honest John. Look at the globe-trotting high flyer, Danny Limelight.
Incredible athletic ability by Danny Limelight. You guys had mentioned they weren't sure if they were able to game plan for him, but I don't know how you can game plan for a guy that is that versatile.
Or a team that versatile, for that matter.
Oh, a lot of leverage, though, in that Irish whip, but counter elbow by Danny Limelight, and the knees got weak. Charges out of the corner with the clothesline. And Danny Limelight showing that he can keep up with the physicality of his brethren, Papo Esco and Slice Boogie.
Yeah, talking about that, adding that, that strength factor to Danny Limelight. It doesn't look like he's lost any of that agility, so really rounding out his game. And just something I want to point out here is that this is maybe the first time that a Howdy Price clientele doesn't have the numbers game in their favor.
Honest John here firing up, asking for more. We'll see if this pays off. Danny Limelight all too happy to oblige. Maybe biting off more than he can chew, talking about Honest John.
He's got spirit, but I don't know if that was the right move.
Here comes the big boy. Let's see if Danny Limelight's going to sit here and try and play with the big man, or if he's going to let Papo come in and handle him.
Looks like he's going to test his mettle. Big going, had to jump, had to leave his feet to get the side headlock on the Neon Phenomenon.
He's a big boy, though. It's going to be hard to keep him there.
Well, speaking of big boys, tag was made, and I don't think Idol is wise to it. Don't turn around. You won't like the view. And look at these southpaw shots there by the big man.
Yeah, those first two shots Anthony Idol did not see coming, and it's the shots you don't see coming that do the most damage. But Anthony Idol turns it around and starts landing some shots of his own.
God, two just powerhouse hosses going at it back and forth, close quarters. Some mauling going on in that ring now.
This is a matchup that looks like it should happen on Skull Island or on the streets of Tokyo. Big man goes down in a heap. This tag team title match continues right after this.
Watch Memphis Wrestling live at our brand new Wrestle Center. Our next TV taping is Sunday, June 13th at 2 p.m. Get your tickets now at ChampionshipWrestlingMemphis.com.
Do you have what it takes to become a pro wrestler? Prove it with the best in Memphis Wrestling. I'm head coach King Cobra, and I want to see what you've got. Hit me up today at ChampionshipWrestlingMemphis.com.
Some big-time damage being done by the big man. Scoop and a slam by Esco, serving him up on the silver platter for Danny Limelight. Look at this, the assist into the splash. Got to watch out there for the distance.
Yeah, those are three big shots in the row. Slam by Papo, Danny Limelight coming in over the ropes, then bouncing off the ropes for that second double team slam.
Just tremendous tag team continuity from the Bodega. They really are one of the very best at that, just working in unison, no matter which of the three you get.
And on the flip side, very little in the way of teamwork. I mean, you got Honest John trying to push the pace for his team and eating up a lot of the time of possession offensively, but cheap shot on the outside by the Neon Phenomenon, and that might open up the door they need. It does. Big Enziguri there by Honest John.
God, Enziguri and Limelight hit the ring rope very hard, too. Just that whiplash effect. Limelight in a bad way.
Honest John cannot get too cocky here. They found a small window opening, and he cannot waste it by talking smack to Papo.
No
Pendulum
question.
is swung now. Hot Commodities in control.
Hot Commodities now are effectively utilizing tag team continuity. Look at it here. Off that big-time launch pad goes Honest John. They've cut the ring off. They've isolated the smaller member of the Bodega, and that's nothing against Danny Limelight. That's pure facts and science. He's an incredible competitor, but you don't want to maybe be in there with the Neon Phenomenon. Not the best matchup.
Yeah, don't want to be in there for long. What's Anthony Idol have in mind now?
That was a big shot. That is a 270-pound man flying off the second turnbuckle directly onto Danny Limelight's head. They're really putting it on him right now.
Hot Commodities might have been slow out of the starting gates, but they have it all going right now.
You know, I don't know if I'd say that they were slow out. It's just the Bodega is so on point as working as a team. Wow, big slam there. But the Bodega works so well together that they always start quickly.
Impressive fisherman suplex by Honest John. Doesn't elect to keep the cradle, though, but digging out more punishment, and Slice Boogie over there to, you know, try and limit that choke, but maybe too little too late there.
Yeah, you can see Slice Boogie's getting a little bit upset by the amount of damage that his brother Danny Limelight is in there taking.
Yeah, I keep looking at Danny Limelight favoring the head and neck, and there's Howdy Price again, right out of the textbook that they sell at the Price Check Ranch.
Slice saw Howdy do that, though. Slice is not happy.
Rake of the face, looking for the cover. The referee, though, busy with Papo Esco. And now Danny Limelight continues to fight back. He's in the wrong part of town. He's got to find a way to get some distance and get closer to Papo for the tag. But now going to the eyes again. One of the oldest tricks in the book, but I hate to say it, one of the most effective.
Yeah, it's absolutely one of the most vulnerable places on a person's body. If you can get a guy in the eyes, he can't see any attacks coming, so he can't intelligently defend himself. And now we see Danny Limelight in the corner, about to take some more damage, unable to intelligently defend himself.
And at what point do all those battles, you know, on the West Coast and the East Coast and all points in between, do they catch up? Does the schedule catch up with Danny Limelight? And it might be costly if it does, because, again, the United World Tag Team titles are up for grabs.
You know what they say, it's not the years, it's the mileage. And now Honest John taunting Danny Limelight. I don't care what bad way Danny Limelight's in. That's not a wise strategy, and it might be waking up the radioactive Poppy, and it does!
Danny Limelight, a proud Marine, and he's got way too much pride for that. That is going to fire him up, that's to be sure. That'll make him radioactive in a hurry. Tag is made to the one-man Lucha Gang, and Honest John might become an honest man quickly in this main event. Wow.
Spiked him. Oh, now one for the Neon Phenomenon! Crash!
Not too many people can claim to have the ability to do that. A Saito suplex on the Neon Phenomenon. King Fat Boy, indeed.
Oh, now it's Honest John in the wrong part of town. He's in the back corner of the Bodega. You're going to get hurt.
Shot by Limelight, slam by Papo, cover, and now Howdy Price. Defying gravity just to get up on the apron. Oh.
I told you, Slice Boogie had enough of Howdy Price. Whoa, big slam in the ring.
Huge choke slam, and now look at this, dragging his partner, dragging Honest John. Oh, but Papo there.
He neglected to account for Papo Esco.
Yep, reversal of fortune. Here we go. Advantage Bodega, and almost got it done.
Man, what a wild turn of events that would have been. Slice Boogie is still pacing on the outside.
I think Anthony Idol would have been stunned to see that turnabout be the 3 count there. Heads up move by Papo Esco. And what's going on here?
Well, you got Levi Shapiro. And now Brett Michaels, these two have got some issues. And now
Midas touch on the outside.
Mercy.
How's that feel, champ?
We still got action in the ring, though. Still tag bout going on here for the titles.
Oh, fantastic rolling and countering there by Danny Limelight. What a transition.
Oh, look at this
Back
fluidity.
control. He's got the hooks in. He's got the hooks in tap.
Here are your winners and still United World Tag Team Champions, the Bodega.
A lot of moving parts in this one. Let's look back at it. Brought to you by UnitedWrestlingShop.com. Levi Shapiro getting involved. The Golden Boy, Brett Michaels out here. And then in the midst of all of it, when the smoke cleared, Danny Limelight locks in the Maurice Onyando, puts him to sleep, and eradicates the dreams of the Hot Commodities of winning the United Tag Team titles.
Yeah, they weren't able to steal this one here today.
More championship action continues to come your way as next week the Heritage title will be on the line. We'll see you then when once again it's time to fight on.